We are about GC news, hot news all time, latest and hot news. Aramide, Bremo. Gifty Afenyie Dadzie one year penny or that Aglow, or the summer to Ghana. This someone I KiII, Kelvin Taylor, Amawa to be Eddie Amanino, Amawa the Assembly Gona Atigya. Now, send you a call and save me, Mr. So we have subscribed to the channel now, Mr. Over subscribe. We are by say over click the subscribe button. Now, what barely notification. We are video for me uploading. What's ever can be. I thought we are now like video, give us a thumbs up. Now, share my offer for so now we get now work it. I feel your mura and singing. Aglow and a Gifty Afenyie Dadzie. Your interview maybe some Akufo-Addo by Hopeson economy, Japan 7 Bisano. I think effort the ecosu. Now, what is similar to that? Mbekaya don't Dramani Mahama na pencil mami and yes, one organizing and grow women in pie body. Say, Abibia one of the pie body Japan, the show so independence questions one will be Mahama and Akufo-Addo by the nice and pie bono assassin one in India one by. Now, when the mommy, your interview mommy or doing similar to that. Now, your story I ever told about in 5 years. Also, my Gifty Afenyie Dadzie Atigya. You share a story now. I say we have economic challenges, power outages, but not consumed. Gifty Afenyie Dadzie. They say what it means in the memoir thing. Do so near the whole now. That's why I say. Now you share story baby in same year or kind share. I say we are faced with economic challenges. We are faced with doom so. We appreciate the fact that we have water shortages, but because of God's mercies daily, we are not consumed. What I said, bring so near the whole. You may thing, you may buy a thing. Just a certain enemy, and we some iodine. And so aquatic. Now, you know, we are radia dome, and I have so etiase. That's what I say. Though cost of living has skyrocketed, but God's grace, we are still witnessing traditional marriages, wedding ceremonies, outdooring, and birthday parties. Was it your wedding? Just a Yamaboa or Sumi, but a radia Brutino, just a month of Gusu, a year wedding, a month of Gusu, warring air to Aberdeen, a year parties, wedding some a year Gifty Afenyie Dadzie Atigya, and in some way, and a year KiII at you in the 1 year. Why am I passa, what to be the money, money, papa. Yes, Samuel Yembura KiII, Gifty a year KiII reaction. FIA and some year Gifty Afenyie Dadzie KiII.
That was when John Dramani Mahama was in power, 2014, 15, 16. That was her prayer. That is Aglow. Her name is Madam Afenyie Dadzie. Today, she has been interviewed about the current situation in Ghana. This was the woman who was praying about bad leadership and how people are supposed to be punished, how people basically did not respect the constitution, did not respect we Ghanaians, how they as Christians were trying to make sure that God brings somebody who is intelligent, somebody who can basically manage this country well. Today, we've all been in Ghana for the past almost 8 years, 6 months more. This woman was asked how she's seeing this government, how she's seeing the Akufo-Addo government she campaigned for, how she's seeing the Bawumia government that she prayed for. Her response has been very, very straightforward and very, very hypocritical, as we've always said. Makacha Ghana for say what we do here is basically like prophecy. In Samaya Kachemunya for the past 7 years, 8 years, it is coming to pass. The reason that I'm for doing say a tiny baby, in say people just want to hide behind religion, tribe, political parties, or politics to do Ghana damage. And that is what we have been preaching against. It is so study platforms like these and people who speak on this platform. I'm talking about Loud Silence TV and in my other colleagues in Koto Money, Free Mind Money, Piero Money, other Ransford Cable Achimo, Bobiansa, the other shows that normally stream on this platform. Now we have been consistent in how people deliberately through so many ways, be a religion, and this woman has been a pivotal person when it comes to using religion to lie to Ghanaians. I'm not here to lambast anybody, but I'm here to tell you the truth. I'm here to let you know that there are some people who now are living amongst us in Isanka, they are not supposed to live with us. But you see, democracy gives way for these things. Democracy is one thing. Say when you're prepared to practice, you're not supposed to even entertain. And because of democracy, that is why we have people like this woman, Afenye Dadzie, in Ghana today, still talking, still parading, still carrying herself as a noble woman, trying to carry herself like a noble woman, trying to or pretending to be an honest woman. This woman was born in 1957, meaning she was born when Ghana had independence. She's not a kid. She has seen bad and good governance. She has seen evil. She has seen good. So she should be able to tell us where we are today, whether things are wrong or things are bad. Now, when they get to this point where they deliberately decide to use religion to protect and defend criminals, then they themselves, they become enemies of the people, or they become enemy of the state, because people like these don't care, because all that they are focused on is that these people in power basically will give them what they want and their relatives. And we have been telling the young people of Ghana for a very long time, in fact, to say ebimo. But one thing that we know is that when we see a criminal, when we see a liar, when we see a hypocrite, when we see somebody who is dangerous, we see it, because we are all humans. And Nipa, as human beings, a being chambi. These are the kind of people we are living with as adults, as grown-ups, as impenifua. We have to wait and basically walk in their footsteps, take clues from what they say and what they do. Listen and watch their actions before young people like us also move on to protect this nation and to basically speak truth to protect this nation. Now, upon the sea, be seen there and empire would tear Korabasa. Mami we bompaye catch the Ghana for na NDC abano bambia. And let me be clear here. Aglow, at the end of the day, mami no bimno omoko aglow with a genuine heart. Very clean, genuine heart. Prayerful. They always wanted to pray for their kids. They wanted to pray for Ghana. They always wanted to pray for the good of this nation. So, men jinaha and can't say, Aglow as an entity, and I am no woman, Sebio, Omu nipa bone for, and they don't know what they are doing. What I can tell you for a fact, and I say, this woman and some group of women, Aglow, they used our mothers, our aunties, our sisters. They used them to become who they are today. They used religion to lie to Yama Amenom. They fooled them with the word of God. And when I say they fooled them with the word of God, what they did with the word of God then and now, and they are still doing, and they say, they always make our mothers and sisters believe, say, omono some insurance room kumbi, omono omutie onyankopon omo better than eye omo. So all along they say yema amenom ye aunties na ni omo share bompire. They elevate themselves to a point yema amenom na who are more holier, who are genuinely praying for the betterment of their children and this nation. These people technically brainwash them to elevate themselves in front of them into ayana yema amenom ye aunties. They see these kind of women as some extraordinary honest women, but the seriousness of the whole thing is that some are winning the likes be more aglow. They have taken advantage of yema amenom. They have duped them millions of cities. They have used them to do politics, and they be yema amenom na omudi sa wemwechi. They followed their lies. And their pretense, they are rather suffering today. And over Ghana, and yama minimum no more glue, no, are not almost support mami we mo agenda against an NDC regime, against John Mahama, against anybody who rose up those times to speak the truth. Yama minimum and they bre more in Ghana. So why is it say omo bomb paye? Omo awemu edi omonim se omombom paye enyi edien eye ahokyere ene ohaw free so no today omo omudi sankofo wechi no they are the ones suffering. Then it meant say these people were playing on their conscience. These people were using them. They hid behind religion, Bible, to dupe our mothers and sisters. So I see this woman as a criminal. I see her as a cheat, as a hypocrite. I spit on people like this because they hide behind the name of God to, at the end of the day, destroy lives. So when you see such things, walk in churches, walk at events, parading themselves as people of God, these are people who are not supposed to see light. They are not supposed to be with us. They are supposed to be banished. And so many people are against the Old Testament. The reason why so many people are against the Old Testament, I'm talking about we new Christians, is because in the Old Testament, ingrates like these will be struck dead, because you cannot use the name of God to do what? To abuse and lie to a fellow man who wants to get closer to God. And people like this, they catch us a democracy and the new kind of religion that we are practicing, has given them the room to capitalize on people's and feast. And they feast on the ignorance of our mothers and sisters. And Yeshian Yebusan say, how do you see Ghana today? For the past 7 years, Akufo-Addo came into office. Nipa blood, Nipa. The economy, Akufo-Addo be inherited here. And the wabo besiacha abainbia. We are here. The level of disrespect. How today we are using the judiciary against ordinary Ghanaians. How today women are being thrown out of hospitals and being murdered by our health sector. We are talking about how our vegetation as a nation, it has been brought to its knee, down to its knees due to the galamsey Akufo-Addo in the Busian. We are in a country where people are really struggling. Every single thing Akufo-Addo said from 2016, including Bawumia, none of these things have been accomplished. But this woman was asked, you are a woman, you are an old lady, you've gotten to your menopause stage, you will die very soon. Tell us the truth. What is happening? How do you see what is going on? Is it good? Is it going to help this nation? Is it something that God is pleased with? Reaction here. Or say, we are faced with economic challenges. We are faced with doomso. We appreciate the fact that we have water shortages. But because of God's mercies daily, we are not consumed. Or see, and the Abusan say, Mamidin can church with my son Makumenim. Yabusan say, and the Nyomana cost no one say, also, and the doomso, and the insokra ma. And I menoka say, a ye Ghana na yetino, chese, nyomemwa ya ding, sikasema say, ajrega. A ye economy na ba umiamo befire no, omobubuno. Nanso onyankopon wo hoi die. Osi onyankopon wo hoi. This was the same woman in 2014-15 using the same God to destroy a government. This same woman is using the same God to defend a government. So now you see what our problem is. Your problem is not a comparison between the Quran and the Bible. Christians today, they hide behind the Bible to commit sin, and they use the same Bible to clean themselves. That is how dangerous our Christianity, the religion, has become. Or see, in Sioma, Sikasama say, Akufo-Addo corruption, chrono, and the dollar was 16, Abraham found 3. Or see, in Sokra ni Pabeno, Nanso, Onyame wo honkwan de, Debiano, Sebio, Yatinquim, Okon and say, we are not consumed. Or see, though cost of living has skyrocketed by God's grace, or see, Emum, Nyomemwaya ding, Emma Manfo Jumegu, a man for bre, chrono, Katashe, Proye, ye boni patuo, Akufo-Addo munipa Bawumia kromfo, Sanyo bani nyina ye hu galamsey Afenye, or say, we are not, or say, we are still, no, according to say, though cost of living has skyrocketed by God's grace, or say, Nyame adumti upon the esini nyina o, or say, Nyame adumti, or say, a krona say, or jitum, ya boni patuo, ye wie sika, a man for bre, awo for bre, osi obiani etutu aka the same no so nanso onyankopon adumunti and the man for your wedding you wish a man for your wedding ya brofo wedding eye bibifo wedding and the wedding akese outdoor and ye tonkwara din nti eden ya eye wo nipa bibini we mu no 2 bullets pe ebe solve problems no o se Kelvin Taylor den Pati or see the esini nyina aye dangerous stay time na Mahama was no or see oh na say time Mahama was no na enye na nyoma enye ende nyoma na enye kura mo na nso onyame wo hoi ende ye wedding ende kwa adoring ende ye to nkwara din enti eye won wei wa bottom wei or your chin ni age no does not make any sense ni age no it does not affect anything here Jimmy na we Jimmy or you're selfish. This woman started her career. Let me show you. These are the fools that we parade in Ghana. So we did the page in them. Jimmy. Now no se kind and one about Jack Chan in there. She or starting na brabo. She started as a journalist. And Osabe a suffer. And they wouldn't say and they also a lawyer and they Akufo-Addo. We call law school. We did on a woman the same year, 1957. Yeah. Men can say Akufo-Addo about power also acquire law. Now law no be defend wine. Acquire law be defend ya akromfo. These are the dangerous or a man or a woman of God. Also already o preachy de nyamesem ema also be adi kane. Acquire law or the Bible protect the akromfo. These are not people who are supposed to live with us. Ya catch them na mubuofu. But ankofo we omwe Jimmy age no it me see. I'm say Kelvin Taylor did yatem me obia oye papa okano kure manu ntia ne da or starting a life as a journalist and okoda ne sofo obeye a member she's a member of the COVID-19 Trust Fund Board. COVID-19 zika eba no na saa beifo we oteso bi COVID-19 zika na ehye na yehwehwe ya yehu no na beifo we na oteso bi beifo na COVID-19 zika no dibio on so wa edin on kan ho asem and they busan said dear nekoso so onyame adom nko ade yete ankwan mu de a yetoto nkwara de a ye wedding ye bo ayefro nyom nko ade bibia ye we 2 bullets omunye ni papa we mu no mama Bawumia mo say Ghana because we were expecting these people near against some nyansa we mo Jimmy selfish empire no mo bo nyina time Mahama power no it was empire to claim Mahama mo for them to come and put their family members and get money. We ultimate bodogi. Sasabra and say ma. We onye ni papa biya. Yes, Ghana. Yes, we no be kasama. We muna say Ghana. And what hurts me? The Aremeyaw Anas say, ya ma menum, and a ma before we a use mo. It hurts me because in the name of Aglow, no, your mammy phobia joining Aglow, chia taxa, Aglow, sa, ebe sinde, capital crime wage, woman be, and a sambre wawi, think kind, use your mammenum, Kwasia Fowi. Okoka zoom wadie, Okoka Kwasia, oh, where a penny, where did you penny atom, yes, wadie, and Kwasia Foy and penny for. Oh, penny na oh, penny and Agymudawa, or Yan Safua, women have problem, no. Ghana, your problem in your wimo. Omokan kwasi asem yanom the Bible na be protect your mo. Oh, na no ne de omo na mote power de na de esi en de onyankopon free suru meku omo. Ende de kwasiafo de omo ye de onyankopon ono na adum ntie ye wedding. Me say obia time obeba. We say enche obewu and I am not the one going to kill you. It is what you are doing and ne be kum. Me ntimi kunipa. And I mem catch Ghana ni bia so obo obia tu anom be kum. Oboni a wudi no Sampai na ubogu nkofo bi se nkuom no sampai ni bekum. And that is what we need to tell you people. Na amanfo ma minimum tu kwan e bankran adan a abeifo te samo mo jinkofo ma mi sikedi last we catch you say so your bar kasa Aglow mu wie sika na me publish my accounts. If you're a woman or integrity mo publish Aglow accounts. E you for we the Aglow for sika show mo ma. E de mo ma e bo jantra na e ma menum de da fom moa. She is also into banking. Mokasi and saying banking issues by First Africa Savings and Loans. Aglow for sika no kotie. Sa bank no oni ni kunu. And say so no more ton bank no so 1.2 billion was there and there 1 point. Oni ni kunu almost sa Aglow sika and no kotie First Africa Savings and Loans. Mami we. Na mo tete Ghana ya ma no ye di no kura chima monte. Na nkwasiafo na mo di omuchi won kran. Abo be daadaa mo. Oni ni kuru di Aglow sika ko bie omo di akobie bank ema na saying issue ba ya yebusa nse bank ni wasem amu se sika no we mu banking closure na go so ko jail o mami we she was supposed to go to jail and Akufo-Addo mo etwa fa no ho kwasiafo we nam Ghana say omo integrity emua we na we mu sintina meko heaven an Nyankopon kumentontwene we mu such foolish ingrate we such stupid people Women never know to heaven. Now, when we are the Papa Ben on my was as we swa, ye be di omo heaven. Afenye Dadzie. Emma bebrebo mo Ghana bra mo bre mami we ka ho. O brainwashing ma bebre asel mo life. Also this sika ko di dwara matam sika na bre no won kan. Sika also mo de kokwan so no matam abra sa abrewa we. Na one na mbrewafo adantrafo na ye mpese be bo mbrewa. Am so no ma ye medicure. No ma pedicure omo si ase green ene nam Ghana ye de empese e benyini na omo ne enkokora ajantrafo de da we mu ne be form so heaven. We need to get serious in this country. We need to get real. Today as I speak to you, she is an appointee of Akufo-Addo COVID-19 trust fund. When I appointed no Akufo-Addo na nkwasi afo gina Independence Square da ya ma menim ye nuanom, but what time beba
Yo, Tivo, winning, and somewhere KT, Atigya, and somewhere Gifty Afenyie Dadzie, Aglow, one opinion on it, some of the Atigya, KiII, Aremeyaw Anas, and Sammy Atutu money a year, Baru. The guys are Jubilee so, and our head on, say, we now subscribe, Mr. Say, over subscribe, and I like it. Now, I watch a video, Roma, or for so, a year be now, watch it. Also, wait me, actually, what doing for a year, and some way in our home, our comment box. In my next video.
Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. You can also drop your comment. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification.